Right guys, so just to pretty much kick this video off, I've got a few deliveries in. I've literally just got in from the gym, so I thought, well, better to start the video off than take you guys through the delivery. We've got a big parcel from, if you can see it, Gas. So, I can't even remember how much stuff or what we actually managed to put in the order from here, but there's quite a few stuff anyway. So, let's just stick this down here. First of all, we have got a set of tapered joggers, so some more joggers in there. We've got a jumper, so this is like a more so thermal oversized like top. It's obviously not a hooded top. We've got another t-shirt, so again guys, an oversized t-shirt in like army green, which is absolutely perfect. For anybody that would like to know as well, because I'm always getting asked regarding sizing, I am pretty much more so XL and 2XL on the upper half, more or less 2XL on absolutely everything, because I like things to be a little bit more so oversized, and anything on the lower body is always large, so nothing ever changes in that, which is something that I have noticed. Next up, we have got, funnily enough, again, a division size tee, so again, another oversized tee. In here, we have got a lovely pro hoodie, which of course, Gas for, you know, the person behind the camera, which is unfortunately not for me. Last but not least, in the Gas border anyway guys, we've got the Sean Clarida Giant Killer t-shirt in army green, or whatever, what kind even is it? It does washed green, but army green to me anyway. This is the only Giant Killer top that I don't actually have, so it was cool to finish off the collection of them. So that was the full Gas and Better Bodies order in there. We do have another big fat box, which I need to open, so...
That knife, that's the knife you had to pick.
Yeah, this is the knife, as quick as I possibly can. Right. So, a big fat order in from Unrivaled Nutrition. First of all, we've got AGF and peanut salted caramel. We also have another AGF in actually a flavour that's been really doing it for me lately, and is most definitely one of my favourites. Would you say this is your favourite?
Yeah, it's my favourite.
Strawberry shortcake. Again, guys, I was one for not to really be a big fan of strawberry protein shakes or just milkshakes in general, but strawberry shortcake hits differently, and these are by far my two most favourite flavours right now of AGF. I was a big fan of carrot cake, and don't get me wrong, I still am. However, these are like the ones that are sitting top. We also have another AGF tub of strawberry shortcake, because of course it is the one that hits the most right now, so we're going to be stocked up on that for a nice while. And last but not least, we have got, we'll just go for that last, 2 tubs of Train Smart. So anybody that doesn't know guys, this is the brand new performance based supplement that Unrivaled have actually released. It's more so a focus based supplement over anything else. I personally take it pre-workout because again it just fuels my sessions, and really if you're going to be performing any sort of intense activity that's going to really, it's going to bring more so drive and focus to it, so anything that does involve that, something like Train Smart is absolutely perfect for you. So it's a non-stim based supplement, so anybody that's looking for a non-stim, I know there's a lot of you out there that aren't really big stim heads, so again something like Train Smart is absolutely perfect. And we do have a brand new Train Smart flavour, which guys sent out in a little bag that does not look suspicious whatsoever, but I really wouldn't expect anything else from guys, so that is absolutely perfect. I've literally got no clue what that is, guys, not giving me any sort of clue what it is either, so I'm going to have to just take it and guess, which to be fair my wild guesses are absolutely horrendous sometimes. So that is the last order in today. Unrivaled AGF, Unrivaled Nutrition, all the links will be down in the description box below, but we also have the big Gas border, which I cannot wait to show you guys. You will see it in my sessions regardless, and the last order from Better Bodies. We have got a couple more stuff coming as well. I'll just try and take you guys through that whenever they come, if I can, but that is the big order for today, and that's the start of this video. So I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you do enjoy it, don't forget to drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's get on with this video.
The next day.
This is what our pre-workout meal is looking like today. So I'm actually training a little bit earlier than normal today. Obviously I've got chest, so it's not really that bad If it was a more so demanding session such as legs or back, then I would potentially train that a little bit later on, just my usual. But because we're only on chest today, I can get that chance to train a little bit earlier. So we're going in with my turkey rashers, which we've got 8 of these, which again guys, if you really have not put these in just yet, honestly, please try them, get back to me, you will not be disappointed. But we've got 8 of them, and we have got 2 big boy bagels, precisely the Warburton's ones right here, which are already sliced for you, which makes life so much easier. A little bit of tomato ketchup, and this is going to be pre-workout meal. We have picked up a iPhone 14 Pro Max. So essentially what this means guys is Instagram and some YouTube bits, whenever the camera decides to just die, is going to be taken to a whole new level, because as you guys know, my iPhone 13 Pro Max that I do actually have it right now, this one right here, has got a few lovely cracks right through the camera. So pretty much the blurred lines that you always see in things like Instagram videos, or even whenever I've had to do some little bits for YouTube, that is where that comes from. So we have made the upgrade in here. I had to actually pick up another little adapter as well, because unfortunately what Apple have decided to do is just give you these slimline boxes now, in which you do only receive a cable with the phone, of course, which would be handy, but you literally don't receive any sort of adapters or anything like that. And I don't really fancy putting this iPad one in that I've used for a number of years now. So we picked up a new adapter, we've got the phone in, we also have a nice little badge here, which is a patch for my gym bag. So anybody that uses the tactical backpacks or knows the ones that you can obviously put the patches on, Natural Bodybuilding Worldwide have now released new patches for these bags, which are super cool. So I'm going to get that stuck straight onto my bag. Of course, they are super easy, you just literally stick them on from the back, you don't need to tear anything off or anything like that, and they are available now. So I will stick the link in the description box below for these, and you can shoot over there, you can pick one of them up for your bag. And last but not least, we've got a nice little order in from DPD here, or I say a delivery from DPD, in which contains the following. So this is from Strength Shop guys. We have got 2 pairs of brand new lifting straps. So I've got my heavy duty Thor lifting straps, which I use for deadlifts only. We've then got another pair of extra long original lifting straps. Now these aren't as thick as the heavy duty ones, but these are perfect for everything else in terms of things like back training, etc. We also have 2 of the sniffing salts, because I ran out of them and I was so desperate to get them back in. So we've got 2 of them, which is going to last me a nice little while now. And last but not least, in here we have got, if it'll even come out of the packaging, some more liquid chalk, which again guys, anybody that doesn't want to make mess but wants to use chalk on them big heavy lifts, liquid chalk is your go-to. So anything from Strength Shop is just Keffy West for a discount. You can shoot over there and get a nice little bit off your order, and of course it supports me as always. We got the badge, we got the new phone, we've also got the Gasp stuff here. So yeah, that is deliveries done. I think I've covered absolutely everything, so let's just get on with this day. Guys, as easy as that, we have now got the Natural Bodybuilding Worldwide patch on my bag, along with a lovely little Gasp one, a Team Gasp one, and we've also got DFAC Pro there. And on my other backpack, I've actually got Keffy West, and I've got a couple of other patches on it, I think from Better Bodies, and maybe one from Gasp. But Natural Bodybuilding Worldwide patch goes nicely there in the corner. It's nice and large, so again guys, you're never going to miss that. But that's totally cool. I'm really happy to actually get that on my bag. Literally just came out to come a walk quickly round the corner to pick up a SIM card for the new phone. And as I've stepped out the door, it's just started snowing. Like, you must be able to see that it's snowing. It literally could not have came on at like a worst possible time, and I really hope it doesn't get heavier. But yeah, we've got to go to the shop, try and get a SIM card, try and get this new phone to work, because we are on chest tonight and we have got to hit chest relatively hard. I don't even know if you can see a white lace on my Jordans, because my left Jordan that I always walk in, so these are essentially my walking shoes. Well, one lace has like literally just fucked up. So yeah, I think somebody's cutting their grass in the snow, which I think is just a typical English thing. You cut the grass in any weather whatsoever, even in the snow. So I'm gonna get a SIM card. I'll catch up with you guys when we get back home. We had absolutely no luck in getting a SIM card at the shop, as you can see. We've now jumped in the car. The snow has actually got even worse. But yeah, we're heading to the next shop. We'll hopefully get a SIM card. I'll keep you guys updated. We've got a SIM card here, so realistically speaking, we all just need this to kind of get the phone to start working, because I went on and tried to kind of get the phone to start working, but obviously it's not going to come on unless it's got a SIM in it. But we only do need this to now for camera purposes and Instagram purposes, etc, 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 and I will of course use this one right here just really for work purposes. So that's really the main reason behind that. But we've got this right now. I had to go to the Co-op to pick this up, but we've eventually got it. I don't even know how top-ups even work. I'm not even sure how they even work nowadays, because I essentially just have this working from going into like the O2 shop, but these still actually exist. And the woman was like to me, would you like me to put any money on this? And I'm like, do I need money on it? And I didn't even have a clue what she was going on about. So I'm gonna have to get a look into this. However, I don't actually know how they work, but we've picked one up anyway, so this should be able to now be in working order. So first of all, guys, I can only apologise if this does come up a little bit looking weird in terms of the brightness or just how the videos are coming across. But as you'll see, I did film tonight's session on the old iPhone. In terms of, I say old iPhone, I actually filmed it on the new iPhone, but I forgot to take the HDR mode or HRD, whatever mode that is. I mucked it up on the old iPhone around a year and a half ago, and I forgot to do it last night until the end of the session, so I can only apologise. But I'm going to take you guys through my chest session. So as you would have seen, I've done a few activation sets there on the pec deck prior to moving to this low incline, in which me and Cuba have got this little thing going on in terms of the incline Smith. So actually I done a higher incline and he done a lower incline. He obviously doubled my reps, which I thought, right, you know something, I'm just gonna have to try and drop to a lower incline and see what I get. And I believe he got 13 reps maybe, and I done the low incline for the first time ever last night on 3 plates aside, and I took 11 reps, which again, I'm not complaining with whatsoever. I'm confident that the next session I will take the 15 reps. I will, of course, surpass him, and I will show him what these natural bodybuilders are all about, especially when we don't set limitations on ourselves and we take training the whole way. We take it as serious as possible. But again, guys, this was one of the things as well. It was a really successful chest session. And again, after moving from the incline barbell, or incline Smith machine, I should say, I moved to flat barbell. I just kind of worked up towards more so sets of between 5 and 6 reps, and then just worked with a few back off sets. So that's really what I've been doing recently, is not really doing my top set and back off approach. I've been more so switching it up and doing a little bit more kind of volume over anything else. Don't get me wrong, on them bigger movements, such as the bigger demanding compounds in terms of the barbell movements, I have still been doing my top end sets and maybe one down set, but I've actually been incorporating a little bit more volume on them and actually putting some more down sets in. And then whenever I move to any sort of other compound movement or isolation movement for that matter, it's all been volumized, and it's been prioritized around working my way up the way in pyramided sets. Again, as you'll see here with the 3 plates, Mr. Bales actually jumped in, gave me a little spot to just take my set a little bit further than normal. But again, that's the good thing about something like Ultraflex, guys. We're surrounded by people who are wanting to be able to see us progress, and being surrounded by somebody like Anth Bales on a daily basis is really allowing me to shoot my training to a whole new level, and that just gives me that little bit of motivation, because we have that kind of same training approach of wanting to take things the whole way and further, and that old school approach, which is pretty cool. But just back to what I was saying, guys, in terms of the volume side of things, like I grew up with a high intensity, high volume approach to training, and recently I've took myself back to that, and I've really enjoyed it, and that's something that I am going to carry on throughout this year for a little while, just to really be able to experience that more so love for training back at the very start. Now, I'm not saying that it's the absolute most optimal thing on the planet. I'm not saying that it's better than a top set and a back off set approach, because I've done a top set and a back off set approach for so long now, and I've made some really good progress. So I'm not saying that I'm going to be sticking at this. I'm not saying that I'm never going to go back to top and back offs. It could change, but I'm just back to where I did start off at, and what I grew up with and what I was brought up with, and that was pretty cool for me. So again, being able to implement that back in and actually be able to still recover from the amount of volume that I'm still doing is incredible. It's a really good feeling, and as always, I'm enjoying training more than anything else. But again, guys, I know this has been a very random video. There's been quite a few different things just kind of thrown into the mix, but we had issues with the camera, we had issues with the phone, and it was like there was just so many things going on. I've got a couple of videos that me and Alex have filmed. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there is content coming up. We've just kind of went a few days where we've had that many issues with things like deliveries and that, and then as you've seen, everything's came at once. But we've, fingers crossed, touch wood, managed to get the camera lens fixed. We have also obviously got the new iPhone now, which we can film on whenever we need to, because clearly the quality of it is all good, and we can still produce valuable content and actually entertaining content and good enough content
from it. So again, at the end of the day, we are back to normal now. I've not been dead. I know it's been the longest since I've actually uploaded a YouTube video, which actually did feel really weird. Like when I got to pick the camera back up again, I was so ready to be able to film some content, but at the same time, it was like, oh my god, I feel as if it's been ages since I've picked the camera up. However, guys, nothing has changed. I've still been working. I've still been doing everything that I needed to do. I've still been boxing everything off on a daily basis, and not a single thing has changed. So without further ado, guys, I'm just going to cut this one off right here. We are back. We're bringing as much content as possible. Just stay tuned for lots of things coming up. Stay tuned for where we're heading in the next couple of weeks as well. We'll bring you guys in the journey as always, but I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop the video a like, and I'll catch up with you all in the next video.